On today's episode of What the Fuck Are These Parents Doing on TikTok? Don't know what that accent was, but today we are going to be discussing Nika Diwa. Before we go any further, I need to address the elephant in the room. I got this lovely, luxurious, luscious, that is luxury. I got this for Christmas and I do not want to take it off until further notice. So if you see me wearing this robe for the next foreseeable future, mind your business. Also, second thing I need to address is I still have Christmas decor up. Christmas is over, but I actually purchased these cute little trees to put in the background of my videos. I was only using those little stuffed animals and I forgot that I had bought all this other stuff. And they're just too cute to not use, even though it's literally January 4th. But pretend like it's still Christmas, okay guys? I guess I'll take the Christmas stuff down next video. Okay, so back to the matter at hand. Nika Diwa. She is a mommy blogger, vlogger, mommy influencer of sorts. You know the type. So I first came across Nika Diwa about 6 to 9 months ago, and she stood out for a number of concerning reasons that we're going to talk about in this video. And I kind of brushed it off, which is upsetting because when it comes to families like this that are well off and seemingly perfect, they often get away with a lot more and get away with things that people from lower income backgrounds might not. And since I really didn't see anyone else raising an issue with the things she was doing, I kind of gaslit myself and essentially convinced myself that I was being too judgmental because admittedly I can be that way sometimes. I'm a very judgy person. What a surprise. So I just added her name to the running list of topics and I just moved on. Every now and then I'll circle back to my list to look for topics and also check and see if my initial thoughts on these people were correct. And well, to my surprise, not really, after revisiting Nika Diwa, it turns out that my suspicions were correct from the start. Nika Diwa really focuses on this whole boundary content. She focuses on teaching her children healthy boundaries, which is super ironic considering the way she violates her child's privacy all the time. But we'll get into that later. Like I said, the majority of her content is this really fake, performative, weird, virtue signally, just super performative boundary content. And she includes her toddler children in these videos as well. It's difficult to explain, but don't worry. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm going to show you because if I have to see this, then so do you. But she focuses on videos like this.
So did you sit on his lap?
No, that's a boundary.
Oh, it's a boundary. Why?
That's okay.
He did? That's so good that Santa respected your boundaries because mommy taught you. What did we say? My body, my
choice.
That's right.
And don't get me wrong, it's great to talk to your kids about boundaries and all that kind of stuff. But at what point do you set up the tripod, press record? Why can't you just talk to your kids about boundaries without posting it for millions of people to see? And it's quite interesting that you talk so much and post so many videos about boundaries, having boundaries with other people, healthy boundaries, all this stuff with your kids. And yet you post videos like the one I'm about to show that I'm going to have to heavily blur. But I just want you guys to hear this shit. Guys, she is changing her daughter's diaper, has her daughter's legs up in the air, and she is teaching her daughter about private parts. And she's filming this. And she posted this video. Like I said, I'm going to blur this, but it's awful.
This area right here, this is your private part. So only mama's allowed to change it.
My uncle do it.
No uncles change diaper.
Can my dad do it?
Your dad can do it. Yeah.
My mom do it?
I can, yes. No boys are allowed except daddy. If someone changes your diaper, say,
I have to ask.
oh, I have to ask.
Yeah. It's my body.
Okay, may I change your diaper, please?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
There's no reason why content like this needs to be shared. Like, what are you doing? The fact that you thought this was going to be a good idea, it's just insane to me that you actually thought this was good content to post. But anyways, she also does this weird race fetishization thing. I can never say that word. Fetishization. fetishization, whatever. So she does this weird like race fetish bullshit, similar to the way Resilient Jenkins did the whole thing about having superior genetics or whatever. She also makes content like this. She posted this video, POV, realizing you need to push out a whole African baby. Why is pushing out an African baby any different than pushing out any other baby? Oh yeah, did I forget to mention they are a mixed race family? I'm sure I did. Oh yeah, because that's weird and it really shouldn't matter. But of course, with people like this, they use this and exploit this as well.
I'm shaking right now because my black husband was pretty sure just racially profiled at a grocery store. I'm not going to drop the name and the location, as tempting as that is, because there is a larger issue at hand.
Surprising my Nigerian husband with traditional African dance moves I learned. Copyrighted music, showing the audience that I have mixed kids. Did she tell you she has a Nigerian husband? And she obsessively posts about her husband's identity as well as her children. And it's concerning how much she talks about this. And I worry it's creating insecurities in her children by drawing attention to things they might otherwise not have noticed at their age, especially when it comes to things like their hair. I hate when non-Black creators post about doing their Black children's hair and make videos about it and expect praise. Why are you expecting people to praise you for doing the bare minimum? Hey guys, I just wanted to pop in because I don't feel like I did a good enough job explaining my feelings on this, but when creators post this type of content, it often seems like they're doing it to gain praise or attention for something that should be seen as normal parenting. It comes across as if they're seeking accolades for performing a basic act of care, something that many Black parents have been doing for generations without receiving the same recognition. There's also the issue of racial dynamics. Many Black people have been historically criticized or marginalized for their hair and grooming choices, while white creators doing the same thing can be celebrated. The same way as when Black parents might get criticism or backlash for doing a certain hairstyle on their child, but when a non-Black creator does it, the reaction is the opposite. They instead get praised for doing any little thing, even if it's the bare minimum. If your child is Black or of mixed race, it is your responsibility to learn how to do their hair. It's not something that you should get praise for and extra little brownie points. And specifically, if you are filming this and posting it to your social media platform with thousands or even millions of subscribers or followers, that is gross. You're exploiting your child's race and it's nasty. It's nasty behavior. So obviously she posts this video saying, "My biracial baby said she'll only wear a bonnet if I wear one too. What should I do?" Well, you definitely should start off by not making this video and asking the internet about it. For some reason, this type of online exploitation, especially of your children's race, does really well, and I'm not really sure why. The more you scroll through Nika Diwa's content, you'll find that she makes her mental health issues as well as her interracial relationship her entire identity. And some people, including myself, believe that she is coaching her daughters and feeding them what to say because everything feels very scripted, very performative. And with that in mind, it makes the next video I'm about to show you all the more disgusting because she took things to an even more disturbing level when she posted a video of her child playing with her special toy, if you know what I mean. And her child was holding it like a phone against her face. Meanwhile, Nika was just calmly like, "Oh, no, don't put that on your face."
Hello?
Zizi, what are you doing? Zizi, what are you doing? What's in your hand? What's in your hand?
I can hear something.
What's in your hand? What's in your Oh my god. Give that to mommy. Give it to mommy.
No.
Why? Can you please give it to
No.
Well, don't rub it on your neck. Don't rub that on your neck.
Okay, so we know how many predators are online all the time. We know that they love content specifically of young kids. So I just want to know how she felt comfortable posting a video like that, knowing what we know. Any fucking weirdo or creep could save this or screen record it for countless dangerous reasons. Why does content like this need to be posted on social media? Why are you, as their mother, as their protector, filming fetish content of your daughters and posting it online?
Hey guys, I'm back. I realized I didn't convey my thoughts as clearly as I intended while filming. The dangers of posting images of a child online go far beyond immediate consequences, with the potential for serious exploitation, harm, and long-term emotional and psychological effects. If you are going to decide to post your child online, regardless of all of the warnings and how much you know about the dangers, then you must prioritize your child's safety, privacy, and well-being. It's absolutely vital to protect children from having their images used in ways that could compromise their dignity or expose them to future harm. Unfortunately, Nika seems to overlook these crucial points, along with the fact that sexualizing a child can have deeply damaging effects on their mental health and development. When this happens, the child is seen through a sexualized lens, rather than an innocent, evolving individual, which can result in confusion, shame, and lasting trauma.
And when you think about how we were saying how we feel that these videos are planned and scripted, it just makes that video so much more disgusting. Because did you give that toy to your daughter? Did you hand it to her and then start recording? The scenario went one of two ways. Either you gave that toy to your daughter and then started filming it, or your daughter started playing with the toy, and instead of taking it away, you got your phone and started filming and were like, no, don't put that on your face. Take it away from your neck. So which was it? Because either one of those scenarios is fucking weird. Now, I didn't even know this thing had a hood. I like this. That's it. I'm never taking this off. Actually, what am I talking about? I did know this thing had a hood. I just forgot about it for some reason. On Thanksgiving, she posted a video captioned, POV, you brought a kid's baby monitor to Thanksgiving because you know the statistics. And she films a lot of content like this, like a lot of,
I'm not sitting with the adults because I know the statistics, or we're at a party and I'm always hanging out with the kids because I know the statistics.
And after realizing how well this video did, because she got 4.1 million views, and actually that was at the time of writing this, which I've had this planned out for weeks now. I just haven't gone around to filming because other videos took priority. So this was weeks ago. So I'm sure she has more views on it now. And you'll see that's a pattern with her, which is fine. But when she notices a video does well, she will make another video, a follow-up video, identical to that one because she's trying to capitalize on it, obviously. But when a video does well, she posts a very, very similar video right after that in hopes that that video will get a lot of views as well. And she's typically right. So after posting that video, her next one said, I'll be the one missing adult time at family functions to watch over the kids. I just know too much. I'm not laughing at this statement, and I'm not laughing at victims. I would never, ever do that. As a victim myself, I would never think something like that is funny. But why does everything have to be so performative? She's insinuating, that the statistics are too high of SA at family gatherings, which is true, but why do you need to post this video, especially showing your kids? It's all very dramatic.
Oh, what do you know, guys? She posted a third video just like the others because, well, views, obviously. But this one's especially ridiculous. She says in the video that she's not taking her eyes off her daughter at a kid's party because she knows the statistics. I mean, at this point, who is she trying to convince? Us or herself? Because we've heard it about 3 times already just in the last 15 minutes, but go off, queen. Yet when she pans the camera around, we see her daughter playing alone in what looks to be her own living room. How do we know this is not a party and just a regular day at home filming content? Well, because she films literally everything, and we've seen the inside of her house countless times. I mean, seriously, guys, she's practically drawn us the layout herself. It's clear she is sitting there in the living room filming the same old, repetitive, yet viral content, and not at a kid's party at all. Why does it even matter, Danielle? It's just content. Well, because she's pulling on the heartstrings of actual victims and manipulating their feelings in hopes it will hit the algorithm. And what do you know? It worked.
And that's the thing. Everything feels so dramatic, designed to pull at your heartstrings.
This is part of the reason why I have such a problem with her and her content. I don't believe she genuinely takes serious issues like SA and mental health struggles to heart. Instead, it seems like she uses them for content, which is where my issue lies. She frequently brings up topics like SA, trauma, and mental health, not to raise awareness or offer support, but to create content for her own platform in hopes it'll go viral yet again. And I'm not saying she's lying about struggling with these things. I just haven't encountered anyone who genuinely grapples with such issues who would exploit them in this way. It feels like she's trivializing or making a spectacle out of deeply painful topics. People I know who truly face these struggles, including myself, have a deep respect for the seriousness of abuse and mental health. They wouldn't turn their own experiences into trashy, corny content. She also constantly talks about her past abusive relationship, which is tragic, and I always have empathy for victims. However, I don't believe it should be used to create endless content or to define your entire identity.
I have been taught my entire life that my feelings, the things that happen to me, the way that men have talked to me, that they can just treat me any type of way or act like any type of way, and that it's fine, and that my feelings go unacknowledged. So what does it cost you to just say, I acknowledge, even though that was not my intention, that is how that affected you, that hurt you, so that I know that my feelings matter to you. Why is that such a heavy cost?
Guys, I'm telling you, this type of content is so problematic. She goes above and beyond in a way that I just cannot ignore. It's incredibly difficult for me to watch her make a mockery of DV and similar serious issues. It feels like she's trivializing something so painful, and it's hard to sit by and see this kind of content being made for entertainment. Because I have another example in this next video. Her husband runs her a bubble bath, and she posts saying that he's healing her trauma because her ex used to make her unconscious and put her in the bath with cold water to wake her. But why are we making this into content? I mean, it can't just be me. This is weird.
You don't even know what you healed in me right now. I don't have good memories like the bath. You know, like what my ex used to do, right? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know.
Used to get me unconscious and then put me in the bath and then turn on the cold water. Like, you doing this, you don't know how significant, like, honestly.
This is the basement level. Wait till your next bath, girl.
I really am so grateful. Seriously, like,
Kisses.
my heart is like,
Well, the water's gonna get cold, so.
She's one of those creators that everything they say needs to be so profound, so deep. And the things that she talks about are so personal and very personal to her children. She just exploits every aspect of their lives. There's no privacy. And for someone who preaches about boundaries, she fails to respect the most important one of all, her children's privacy. You know, I'm not the content police. If you want to film content about being a mom, that's fine. But why does every single intimate, private moment need to be filmed and posted? Nothing feels private or sacred between them. Why exploit your children's emotions, feelings, and vulnerability? When your children come to you and they start opening up to you about their feelings and emotions and what they're going through, those moments should be cherished, not filmed.
Why when is that?
Yesterday, I was sad because sometimes we don't always feel happy. You know how sometimes you cry? Sometimes mommies cry too. But mommy still loves you, even if she's sad.
Your medicine?
Yeah, this is mama's medicine. It helps mommy feel better.
Is it to be sad?
You see how she had to do a retake and grab the meds? Like, yeah, this is mommy's medicine. Like, why is this being made into content? Nika also had a baby pass away, and I don't know what the story is with that. It's very tragic. However, my sympathy ends when you use that situation, exploit it, and post a video telling your daughters all about it for views.
Jerry and me.
Yes.
Is that mommy?
No, mommy actually a long time ago had a baby even before you were born, but the baby went to heaven.
Heaven? Why?
She went to heaven to be with Jesus.
No, that's her.
Yeah, this one. You have a sister in heaven who's an angel.
Is that the angel?
Yes, that's your sister in heaven.
She's so beautiful. Are you kidding me?
You think so?
She kind of looks like me.
She kind of looks like you?
Yeah. How'd you know her name, Mama?
She is?
Yeah.
By the way, her husband is not exempt from any of this. In my opinion, he is just as culpable. He is just as bad as her because he participates in all the same content and exploitation just as much as she does. His whole character and persona is the perfect husband, the perfect father. And honestly, it's just so cringy because it's completely inauthentic.
Is there anything I could do to ever make you divorce me?
Hypothetical or not, the simple answer is no.
What about freaking cheating like that?
I've had these super vivid dreams where you've cheated on me. And not for one, not even for a sliver of a split second did I think, oh, this is over.
Why?
And you can actually look and recognize that many and most of the challenges that you face come from outside. Every human being is one bad set of circumstances from doing some of the worst stuff in the world. And when I chose to love you, I didn't choose to love you based off of how well you perform. It would be impossible. I'll tell you, like point blank, it'd be impossible. And we would suffer and struggle, but I wouldn't be the one to tap out.
Y'all, okay, I promise. I am moving on from Nika and shifting the focus to her husband. But you know me, I just can't resist being a little petty. So you just heard his answer, right? Well, that's going to make this next video even funnier.
Could you ever cheat on me?
Absolutely. That's why I don't make dumb decisions like talking to guys one-on-one or hanging out in like compromising situations, because I'm a human being, you're a human being, and I'm sorry, babe, I don't know if this is hard for you to hear, but everybody is absolutely capable of infidelity in the right/wrong circumstances.
Oh, okay.
That's why boundaries are so important. You're never going to see me in a situation, even if people think I might be too strict, I don't care, because I'm not taking that chance.
Amen.
I'm not putting myself in a position to even be close to a position to potentially fall to temptation. I'm going to keep it 100 because anyone is capable of cheating, but I will not be cheating on you.
Excellent. I love that.
I love you.
Remember how I mentioned that they try so hard to sound all profound and enlightened? Well, let's just say this one didn't quite hit the same, to say the least.
Every single video of him, he is trying so hard to come off as so profound and so deep, so emotionally intelligent. It's so irritating because everyone's always in the comments saying things like, oh my God, he's the perfect husband, blah, blah, blah. But the truth is, it's all fake. It's all fucking fake.
You're ready to apologize to mom? Please let me know. All right? You want to say you're sorry? Right? You understand that that's my wife, right? And in this household, mommy's always number one. Mommy puts me number one, and I put her number one. And that's the only way that we can make sure that you have everything that you need, that you're always safe. Do you understand?
And of course, that video blew up, got millions of views, so they follow their usual tried and true formula by posting something very similar immediately after.
Are you ready to apologize to mommy, or do you need more time? All right. No, what? No, you got to do it without whining. Look at me. If you're ready to apologize, you can come to mom and say, I'm sorry.
Why are you sorry?
Same caption, different font. Like I said, he is just as bad as her to me. And this perfect husband shtick is so fake to me. Nobody is this perfect all the time. Nobody is. And if you believe that that man is that perfect all the time, then I'm sorry, you are just beyond naive.
Okay, so I realized I forgot to mention something while filming earlier, but after watching that last video where her husband asks if she could ever cheat on him and she responds with absolutely, it reminded me of how much she clickbaits getting divorced, getting cheated on. I mean, I'm talking a lot of content where she either says she's leaving her husband, he cheated, or vice versa. And then at the end, she'll just laugh it off and say, oh, but it was just a dream. But when I tell you she posts about this so frequently, girl, like, why is this always on your mind? And for someone so deep into energy, manifesting, and all that universe talk, she really should be a little more mindful of the kind of energy she's putting out there. I'm not wishing anything bad upon her, but what you put out into the world is what you attract.
Perhaps keep that in mind the next time you decide to clickbait your video. My husband's cheating on me.
I'm in a complete state of shock. I just found out that my husband has been cheating on me with the local librarian.
They all knew. At which point, I wake up from my dream, I turn over and say to my husband, if you
ever cheat on me, I swear.
The last point I want to address, and I'm sorry because I could go on and on, but for the sake of time, I won't. This is often the case when we cover people like this. The videos and the evidence is just so overwhelming, and you have to pick what's most important to you. With that said, Nika exploits mental health in a way I've never seen before. There is an abundance, and I mean more than half of her content is content like this, and I'll show you. Let me just show you a few examples.
Sorry.
Should I be concerned? And I'm not sure if you're putting the pants on or taking them off.
I was feeling like anxious and overstimulated, so I'm trying to regulate myself.
So.
I have started to get back to normal life since having baby number 2, and I have struggled with anxiety. But lately I've been feeling this old familiar feeling of holding my breath and forgetting to breathe, and just this tightening of my chest. And I don't know what to do because the last time this happened I could pinpoint what was wrong. I know that our bodies and anxiety and this response is important and sacred because it means something and it's trying to tell me something. I just don't know what that message is. Do I need to disappear for a day? Sit with myself in a journal and coffee? Do I need to medicate? Surrender and believe in faith and worship and sing until I find the spot that hurts and cry? Do I need to go back to bed and take my husband's big hand and put it on my heart and remind myself that I'm here? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. If you have any answers, let me know because it's 3 a.m. and I'd really like to go to sleep. I'd love that. That would be great. If you could get back to me before my therapist, that would be awesome.
And so I have a confession to make because I haven't even talked to my close friends about this, and I'm going to be messaging them after this. But I realize that the last couple of days I've fallen back into depression again. I speak generational curse is broken over this child. Fear and pain, you have no place in this space. You have no place in this space.
Whether it's exploiting her postpartum, which fine, if you want to post about this and seem relatable to other moms, whatever. Or whether it's posting about her own mental health struggles, which she does post about endlessly, or even her own husband sharing her mental health struggles for an ad read. It's all the same. It's all the same. It's so clear that this whole act of her respecting mental health and wanting to spread awareness is completely fake. And it's honestly disgusting how she's using it to get attention and views. She has made her mental health struggles and being overstimulated her entire identity. And I can tell you right now, as someone who deals with my own mental health challenges, including OCD, ADHD, who gets easily overstimulated, I can tell you right now that the last thing I ever want to do when I'm feeling overwhelmed is pick up a camera and start filming it. It's just absolutely insane. Pulling out my phone and recording myself in a time like that when I'm having severe anxiety and feeling overstimulated is ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. And it's not just a me thing. There are people that are very close to me in my life who are on the spectrum and get easily overstimulated. And so I asked them what they would do in a situation like that. If they would ever think about pulling out the camera when they're feeling overstimulated or having, anxiety. And unsurprisingly, they said, not a chance. Not a chance. And this last video, I have to share with you because it just sums her up to a T. And the text on screen says, was on a plane today and I overheard someone say, screaming kids shouldn't be allowed to fly. I've never been more embarrassed and stressed. While her kid is crying and she is struggling to get her baby to quiet down. And because I just can't keep my mouth shut, or my fingers, I should say, I commented, I think I'd be more embarrassed whipping out a camera to film the situation than by the situation itself. Right, because you are saying your baby crying is so embarrassing and stressful. You know what would make that situation more embarrassing and stressful? Filming it. You've never been more embarrassed, yet never too embarrassed to film your child and post it online for money, attention, and views. And I'm not here to shame moms or shame the way people are parenting, but this is performative, virtue signaling, expecting people to praise you because half her comments are things like,
"Keep it up, mama. You're doing great."
"Oh yeah, mama, you're doing so great," by exploiting your children and using them to get rich. God forbid you say anything critical because suddenly you're mom shaming. It's so gross how she posts these things, acting so embarrassed, like she's sharing vulnerable moments. But in reality, by posting things like this, she is expecting to be seen as a strong, powerful, empowered, profound mom because of it. I just find all of it's disgusting. And guys, I am not claiming to be the ultimate authority on parenting, and I'm not trying to nitpick every little thing parents do. But my God, we have to do better. We have to demand better. We need to stop normalizing parents creating their child's digital footprint without their consent. Because now there is a video out there of this poor little baby getting her diaper changed with her legs up. It's just so gross, and we need to stop making people like this famous. It's crazy. Anyways, guys, that is all I have for you today. I just wanted to say, truly, truly, thank you so much. I don't know how to really explain this or put this into words, but when I started filming YouTube videos, I would always say, like this video, subscribe, hit the bell icon, whatever, because it is always something you just quickly hear people say in videos. So I was just mimicking that. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever actually expect people to do that or like my videos or comment such nice things. Your comments to me are just so heartwarming. I can't believe you guys are actually taking the time to watch my videos. It's just crazy to me. So I want to stop quickly saying like this video, subscribe, whatever. I want to stop whizzing by that. I want to slow that down because it's truly so amazing to me that you guys are actually subscribing, and I just want to show my gratitude, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I don't want you to ever think that I'm taking one subscriber or one comment or one like, whatever, any of that for granted, because it is just, I hate getting all sappy, but it means so much to me. You have no idea. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much for saying that you liked my videos, even if it's a lie. It makes me so happy. It's just so heartwarming. Thank you guys. And if you like videos like this, you can go ahead and subscribe. And you can also like the video if you liked this video. Again, just thank you so much for watching my videos. Nothing else matters, really. As long as you watch my videos, that is enough for me. Thank you. Anyways, I am going to maybe take these trees down, maybe not. Might just keep them up for the next video or two, but I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.